Ghana is one of the biggest producers of cocoa. And when we mention cocoa, you know that Ghana is number two. But Cote d'Ivoire comes before Ghana. But this time around, I'm narrowing it down to Ghana. And what I can tell you is that it also accounts for 30% of its exports. And that is how we generate our revenue. Today, the whole world, and let me say Ghana, let me narrow it down to Ghana. Ghana is celebrating Valentine's Day. And you cannot celebrate Valentine's Day without giving a loved one a piece of cake or something that has to do with cocoa. And today we are going to discuss what the National Cocoa Week is all about, or the Chocolate Week is all about. And let me remind you that this is actually the 17th edition. This is the 17th time we are celebrating such a wonderful week and a wonderful day. It was started in 2005, and today we're celebrating the 17th edition of it. Join me tonight as we discuss World Chocolate Day, National Chocolate Day in Ghana, and let's see how we would move forward with that. I'll be joined by a rep from the Ghana Tourism Authority and also from the Ghana Cocoa Board. So stay tuned, we'll be back after the break.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
So I've got someone to bring me a bar of chocolate. I don't know if you've not gotten one, but if you haven't, if someone has not given you one, do well to get yourself one. I think it's not more than 10 cedis, this one. can get the big one or this size or the smaller one, and then take a bite for yourself. Actually, it has a lot of health benefits. So do also take one this evening, and then you say thank you to me later. Ben, welcome.
Thank you.
Accra, we are here again.
Yes, very well. Thank you.
So today we'll talk about the health benefits. We'll talk about the revenue we can generate from this. On a normal day, how much should you buy this from Cocoa Board?
No, it's
from
not
your
from
point
cocoa,
of view.
It's not from Cocoa Board.
Okay.
This is a product of the cocoa processing company.
Okay.
So I think this medium size is like 4 cedis or something.
Yeah. I think yesterday I bought one, so 4 cedis.
I think it's 4 cedis.
Kakra, do you agree? You should buy this at 4 cedis.
I agree to that. They are the men. Yeah,
Isn't it a little bit expensive so that the normal, I mean, anybody at all can be able to buy one, at least for today?
You see, it's a business. The owner or the company, CPC, or other processing companies that produce this, they buy the cocoa beans.
From you?
From Cocoa Board.
Okay.
They buy sugar, which is imported. They buy milk.
Okay.
The
And then?
package.
Packaging.
This has 3 different, in fact 4.
Okay.
If you take this, there is a foil inside, which is bought. I can open it.
And then the
for
paper?
you to
Oh,
see.
yeah, you can.
This is a foil.
Yeah.
This is bought.
Okay.
This is also bought.
Okay.
Where is the box?
Mr. Producer, please bring me my box.
So the box of chocolates
It's
also has
bought.
a cost.
Okay, so
Before
that's why you're saying that the 3
the
parts.
carton that
of
is
it.
put in. So all these things come together and then give you this. But the truth is this. The health and nutritional benefit in consuming this is enormous, such that if you want to consider the cost
of it,
then you'll be running at a loss. It is so important that we have to take out that issue of cost and consume. And if you're talking about chocolate consumption, people think that chocolate only has to do with the bar. But chocolate, you can have the chocolate drink. This thing has milk,
and
sugar, and cocoa.
the cocoa itself.
You can have a cocoa drink, which is made of milk, sugar, and cocoa. Yesterday, I was at a program, and the pastor was giving away chocolate and cocoa powder. He gave out the cocoa powder and then the chocolate, 1 bar of chocolate, and then 200 grams of cocoa powder. And the gentleman came and took the chocolate. He'll finish eating the chocolate in how many seconds? Maybe 1 minute maximum. But if you are taking the powder, you could have used it for probably about 2 or 3 weeks. So when we are talking about cocoa consumption, we are not limiting ourselves to only the chocolate bar. CPC has different categories of cocoa products. Niche has different categories of cocoa products. And all the other chocolatiers we know, the artisanal chocolate makers and all the other people we know, also have different categories of cocoa products on the market. And all of them, if you take one, for instance, the health benefit that you get from cocoa, if you, let's say you just spend 20 cedis to buy 400 grams of cocoa powder or the natural one. Yes, no, I'm talking about the powder, the one in the bottle. If you spend 20 cedis to buy one, yes, and others, if you spend 20 cedis to buy one Royal, you can take like 1 month to consume. Now, these 20 cedis, the number of sicknesses that it will prevent.
One is
20 cedis.
diabetes.
Sure,
Okay.
we are talking about the
Blood
sickness.
pressure.
Yes, reduction in high blood pressure. Look at the way you are sitting. I'm sure you are so stressed. Coming here in the morning, going to work somewhere, and coming here in
You
the
don't
evening.
want to imagine.
You'll be so stressed. If you take cocoa continuously, ask Kakra the kind of stress we have gone through for the past week.
That's true.
Then
Okay.
I go to bed with a cup of natural
Every
cocoa
day?
powder, and when I wake up in the
Every day?
morning, yes, I take it twice every day.
Morning and evening.
Yes, and I don't take the one with sugar. I take it twice every day.
We know munye with this.
No,
It's not about that.
I mean, I don't see why I know that this thing will give me health benefit,
And you
and I
still
will look
not
at
take it.
and I'll go and take something that is sweet just in my mouth. It's for a second though. You know the sweet is just it will just pass through your
Yeah.
mouth and it's inside the
Yeah.
stomach. What comes after it is enormous. So we have to stop talking about the cost and consume our own. The same person who is talking about cost will spend money to go and buy mineral with all the components except the water coming from Ghana. Everything is
It's
imported.
imported.
So you are building somebody's economy.
Made in
If
Ghana.
we consume what we produce here, we are building the economy. We will be able to talk about maybe the health, the economic aspect of cocoa if there is time, and you will know that somehow, if we consume cocoa here, you may indirectly benefit from it without probably buying the chocolate and all that. I went to a school today, a basic school, and I was telling them that we were talking about the Kwashi and the chocolate story and all that.
Yeah.
And I was telling them that some of them are here in Accra, a very good school. Some of them are here in Accra, probably because of cocoa. Maybe their grandfather had a cocoa farm. It's a cocoa farm that they used to train their dad, who might have even used cocoa scholarship to be here. So I asked them, how many of you have parents or grandparents who are farmers? And more than 3/3 or 3/4, let me say 3/4 of the class raise their hands. So cocoa has a very important role to play in our national economy, and every Ghanaian must play a role to ensure that we consume cocoa to sustain the economy and have very good prices for farmers as well.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Kakra, tell us the Tete Kwashi story.
Yes. You see, Tete Kwashi's story is a very big one for us in the tourism industry, and then that has to do with Cocoa Board and CPC. Let me take this
When you mention CPC, can you give us the full name?
The Cocoa Processing Company.
Okay.
Yes. Let me first and foremost say a big greetings to my Honorable Minister for Tourism, Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Awal Mohammed, and the Deputy, Honorable Marco Krekumante, not forgetting my Chief Executive, Mr. Kwesi Ajima. There is a movie that has premiered. It's by one Kumawood actress called Matilda Asare. They call it Heroes of Africa, Tete Kwashi. The executive premiere took place yesterday, and if you watch the movie, you would virtually understand some aspect of the story that links to the way and manner we got cocoa into our country from Fernando Po. Tete Kwashi obviously is credited with that, and what he did to be able to bring this wealth into our country. Today, it has come to stay as a big foreign exchange earner for our economy. So the story of Tete Kwashi obviously has to do with a young man called Tete Kwashi who went to Fernando Po, and then he was able to get some beans into our country for us to be able to grow Tete Kwashi cocoa farm at Mampong. So what the tourism authority has done is that we connect with the past, what he did, with the present also. In the present aspect, what we're doing is that we're using to promote domestic tourism. So you realize that we had to even take some funds from our tourism development fund and then be able to renovate the Tete Kwashi Cocoa Museum and Exhibition Center in Ekuapem Mampong. So that is where, just as my dear brother indicated, that is where we did the media launch of the entire National Chocolate Week, which took place on the 3rd of February, 2022. It went very well. So moving away from the story, we look at how the story connects with us as a people. It means that we as a people have to be able to see to grow in our economy domestically. How do we as a people try to push our domestic market? If we depend on the Europeans, if we depend on the foreigners, it becomes very difficult for us, because you see, when COVID struck, are we able to travel? No. So you realize that everything has to be, we have to do everything in indigenous. Locally, that's it. We cannot travel. There is no foreign travel. There's nothing. Nothing was going on. So in connecting that, it means that we have to value what we have as a people and see how to connect in terms of our culture, in terms of our traditions, in terms of our heritage. Of course, if I say heritage, I would say that yes, cocoa, obviously by Tete Kwashi, also becomes a heritage for us as a people. So this is what we from the Tourism Authority is pushing out there. as part of, we always cite this year of return beyond the return, where the diasporans and people of African descent come into the country. And most of these people, when they come into the country, they visit most of our tourist sites and attractions. Mainly, when they arrive, most of them would like to taste our Ghana cocoa, and also cocoa-based products, that which obviously has a lot of economic, social, and health benefits, which of course my dear brother would elaborate more on that. So from the tourism front, I could say that yes, we look at the story of Tetekwashi, link it with our domestic tourism, how we promote it, and then also not forgetting that we have our tour operators who also help in promoting the story of Tetekwashi. The tour guides also promote that story. In as much as they promote it, it helps also to bring in more foreign exchange, as we have the foreigners, diasporans come into the country to experience our tourism.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Ben, kindly tell us, it's been this is the 17th edition since 2005. What prompted the move of the National Chocolate Day?
Thank you. So since you're able to mention the number of years since it started, and I'm sure you're also aware that it was the late Jacob Echabi Lamte, then the Minister for Tourism and Diasporan Relations, who introduced the Chocolate Day. In fact, the Valentine's Day, as we all knew it to be, was a wild one, where the youth took advantage of it to do all kinds of things that were not good for them. It wasn't good for their future as well. So we realized that, what is it that we don't have in cocoa? We produce this, we are the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. And when it comes to quality-wise, Ghana produces the best. So in terms of quantity, we are second to Côte d'Ivoire. And in terms of quality, premium quality, we are best. And our cocoa has numerous health benefits. So what can we link up to our chocolate that we produce here and other cocoa products to ensure that it is consumed? The Valentine's Day is about love. We all know chocolate to be love. So I encourage my young men and friends who might be watching me right now, if you have followed one beautiful lady over the period and the person keeps turning you down, today is your last chance.
Get chocolates for her. Get about chocolate. Yeah.
For the person, and trust me, that will be the end of your toil to accept you. Chocolate is linked up with love. So we think that bringing these 2 days together and calling them National Chocolate Day will mean we'll be able to use the day to promote chocolate, talk about its health and nutritional values, encourage Ghanaians to consume it, and see it as a gift of choice on Valentine's Day and on other special occasions. So I always say that the chocolate thing should not be only about within this period that we are celebrating the chocolate week or chocolate day. It should be everywhere and anytime. Now, for the past 17 years, every year on the 14th of February, we marked Chocolate Day.
Yeah.
So there were times we went to communities to organize debates.
Are you saying cocoa communities?
Yes.
Okay.
There are times in Accra here, we organize debates to talk about the health benefit of cocoa and encourage them. There are times we organize competitions, yes, to consume. There are times we organize competition where students are made to come out with various recipes that can be done with cocoa. All these things will be done over the years. But since last year, that was 2021, the management of Ghana Cocoa Board and Tourism Authority started to realize that no, the 1 day wasn't enough. It is not enough to use 1 day to celebrate this national asset, cocoa and chocolate. So they decided to pilot a 1 week National Chocolate Week celebration. It was fantastic. There was huge demand for cocoa and other cocoa products. In fact, the demand is not only for chocolate, but various cocoa products, including even those that we don't eat, those that we use on the body.
So you're saying cocoa butter, cocoa powder, dark chocolate, cocoa spread, chocolate spread, chocolate milk, baking chocolate.
Everything cocoa, demand rose. So we realized that, okay, this is good. We have to continue. So this year, we've even expanded the week celebration. Last year, even though we had regional radio and TV talk shows and all that. The Chocolate City was only established in Accra. This time, it's been moved to Kumasi. So as I speak,
so we have Chocolate City in Accra.
Yes.
And Chocolate City in Kumasi.
Yes.
So what are we expecting next? Which region are we going to?
Well, I wouldn't be able to say. I wouldn't be able
south?
to say. But what I can say that even though we've not established the chocolate cities in the other regions, the cocoa regions, we have 9 or so or 10 cocoa regions. Each and every one of them is the cocoa regions are actually 7. We have not demarcated the
regions.
Yeah. So they are actually 7. Each of the regions is celebrating the National Chocolate Week. So the regional staff.
So today is the climax.
Sure.
The whole thing.
Today is the climax, and when we close from here, if you don't have anywhere to go, or if you want to break somebody's heart, then then I'll take you to the Chocolate City for you to get and see what is happening there.
Yeah. I thought you guys had closed for the day.
We went from here. We are going there.
From there we are going.
We are now going to start.
Okay.
We are now going to start. So we have just finished.
I don't want to be tempted.
Okay. So the whole idea is to promote cocoa consumption.
But thank you so much.
And encourage
I'll consider that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kaka, how different will this be from next year? Are we looking at expanding it?
Yes. I think we've had some level of discussions with the Cocoa Board, and I think on that note. We've had these discussions have gone a long way to prove that there is obviously something in the pipeline. Cocoa Board is also looking at expanding it more to a whole festival. Yes, which of course I know that my dear brother would throw more light on.
Okay.
But from the Tourism Authority point of view, in our expansion, we are looking at making sure that our tour operators, our travel and tour agencies, most of our tourist sites and attractions are able to display these cocoa-based products, chocolates, and then Royal and the others, the shea butter and all that, at various points, so that when we have foreigners, when we have diasporans, they can also buy into it.
What happens after today? I mean, everybody knows, or most people would buy chocolates.
Yeah.
Those who do not really know the health benefits would only buy chocolates on days like this. Yeah. What happens after today? How are we going to get the economic value of this?
Good. What happens is
after
today is exactly what I was really veering into.
Okay,
where we are looking at the hotels. Okay, we are looking at the travel and tour agencies. We are looking at the restaurants. Okay, we are looking at the guest houses. Okay. We are looking at some top places, some top tourism plans or operators to be able to accept it as more or less a staple in their menu. For example, if you get to when you get to any of these top hotels, you should be able to be served with a chocolate chocolate drink or cocoa drink or whatever. There should be something. We are trying to get that national conversation to be able to get it, to be able to get the value. Right?
So you're saying that it will be one of the most commonest things to get?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's why the Cocoa Board is also looking at pushing the agenda of the festival. Because the festival is going to help more. It's going to push more into various aspects of the economy, not only tourism. But, for example, today, for instance, information received from the Cocoa Board indicates that they had to even share most of these chocolates and cocoa-based products at the various ministries, departments, and agencies. Yes.
Free of charge.
Yes, they were all over there. And also in the various schools. They did that today. And that is something that the Tourism Authority is also encouraging, so that our various tourist sites would also have them within, not only for today, but as time goes on, they should be able to have some of these chocolate and cocoa-based products at their centers in order to serve revelers and the general public.
So what's the theme for this year's celebration?
Yes, the theme for this year is each chocolate, stay healthy, and grow Ghana.
Okay.
And what say ye D?
Say it again.
Eat chocolate, stay healthy, and grow Ghana.
Okay.
So this is what
So that
it
is
means.
where the domestic tourism comes in.
Exactly.
So yes, so let me just continue from where you
Yeah.
end.
Okay.
We are eating chocolate, and as I said from the beginning, the chocolate is cocoa in general. So eat chocolate, stay healthy, eat chocolate, and then benefit from all its health and nutritional values.
Yeah.
That's true.
Whilst eating and benefiting from its health values, we are helping to raise money for Ghana. Let me give you a little detail as to the economic aspect
of it.
We produce about 1 million tons on average. So last year, as I said, we produced
tons
one
in a year?
Yes, last year we produced 1,045,000 tons of cocoa, metric tons. That was 2020, 2021. That was the quantum we produced last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, this quantum we export more than 60% in raw beans. Now, the value of the entire value chain, the value of cocoa, if you look at it from production to the one that enters your mouth, worldwide is around $130 billion. But this amount, only about 6% comes to the cocoa farmer because you don't add value to it. It's the raw form. So we sell it to the white man. The white man processes it into various products and then consume. Sometimes they even bring it back to us to buy at a higher cost. If we have less cocoa being given to them, so the 1 million tons we produced, let's assume that we are able to process about 800,000 tons. We have added value to it. Now we have AFTA, African Continental Free Trade Area, which gives us access to the African market. Most of the commodities are free, tax-free. Some 90% and others whatever. If you're able to get this market with our produce, all the monies that would have gone out will come
back to us.
Now, the 50% or the 20% that will be left for us to export in raw beans, it will be less for what the buyers want. So if you go to Agbogboshe right now, and it is plantain season, you see the plantain line up from here to demonstration. When you go, you the one who is going to buy, you'll be walking with your shoulders up. You'll just be jumping them and look for the one that is big and with the lowest cost.
Yeah.
Do you understand? At that time, the seller doesn't have any option. You, the buyer. You, the buyer, you have the option to say that I want to buy it as 10 cedis because it is so much on the market. If we push the cocoa onto the market like that and there's clutter, they determine how much they buy. But if we consume more and export just a little, it becomes so precious that they will buy at any cost. That is what we are pushing. That even if we are able to process and consume everything here, it is for our own benefit. Now we have a lot of money. If we are selling cocoa we are selling it to the foreigners, about $2,400 per ton. Now we are paying the farmer 660 Ghana cedis per bag. And by the
bag?
Yes, that's a bag of cocoa. That's how much the farmer gets.
How much?
660 Ghana cedis. And the bag is 64 kilos.
Okay.
Okay. If you are selling the cocoa at $2,500, and this is how much you are giving the farmer. If you're able to increase the price, or if by these strategies I'm talking about, we increase the price to about $5,000.
How much will you give the
That will mean, if it's getting to, that will mean twice the amount of this amount. Twice this amount.
Probably
so that will be just about
1,500 roughly.
Sure, something close to that. So if you give a farmer that amount of money, it is enough to take care of him, take care of his family, and to have enough money to do all the things we are doing as an industry. The cocoa roads, the interventions we are giving them. We have a lot of interventions now that we are doing for the farmers. Cocoa rehabilitation.
Cocoa pension scheme.
Yes, the pension scheme. We have hand pollination program. We have what we call cocoa diseases and pest control program, CODAPEC. Right. We have the mass spraying. All these things are interventions that help to sustain the cocoa industry and even increase productivity and production. So you see how it will benefit everybody.
These farmers get the cocoa beans or the seedlings?
The seedlings are given to, we have a division called Seed Production Division. In fact, our our operations run from one to the other. So the Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana, who is at Tafo, will do the research and come out with hybrid seedlings. In fact, now the seedlings, if you plant 1 year and 6 months, you begin to see flowers on them. Those days, it would take like 7 years. But now, 1 year, 6 months, that's 1.5 years. You begin to see seedlings on the trees. And then 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, you begin to harvest. So now we call them akokrabedi. If you are 80 years and you plant, those days, if you plant it, so the next 7 years, I wouldn't be alive. So why do I worry myself? But you plant it, and in 2 years, you begin to harvest. So you know. So these are so important that we have to make sure that we do a lot. So you're talking about the seedlings. The seedlings, when cocoa research comes out of these seedlings, they give it to the seed production division, and they multiply. So when you go to our various districts, we have the nurseries where every year, in fact last year, they nursed about 90 million seedlings. Wow. 90 million seedlings. And all these seedlings were given to the farmers, those who are establishing new farms, then the rehabilitated farms, and then to fill in farms that, you know, when you plant the cocoa, there is no guarantee that all the trees, all the seedlings you plant will survive. Some of them will die. So the next year, you have to get more seedlings to refill them. So the seedlings are produced by the SPD, that's the Seed Production Division, and given to the CHED, that's the Cocoa Health and Extension Division, and they distribute to the farmers in their various districts across the country, and it's for free of charge.
So you are saying that the farmers do not pay for the seedlings?
No.
But they get to plant?
Yes.
They get to harvest it?
Yes.
And they intend to sell it to you?
Yes. So they sell it. Them? Yes. So the Cocoa Board, we have what we call PPURC, Producer Price Review Committee. It's made up of Cocoa Board officials, officials from Ministry of Food and Agri, officials from Ministry of Finance, some farmer representatives, and then the ISE, University of Ghana, Institute of Statistical, Social, sometimes Economic Research. Yes, they have representatives on it. So they come together at the beginning of every cocoa season, and they decide how much farm gate price to be given to the farmer after taking into consideration a lot of things. And we ensure that not less than 70% of the FOB, free on board price of cocoa, is given to the farmers. You know, and so all the interventions we are talking about, there is no intervention that is going on now that the farmer pays for it, except even that one, there is a subsidy, the fertilizer. We don't give the fertilizers out for free, but it's been subsidized. So if the fertilizer is supposed to...
So you're saying that not everything is free. I mean, we've given the seedlings to you for free.
Yes.
You're planting it.
Yes.
But the fertilizer you have
to pay, if you have to give everybody
maybe
for free, not all the farmers will get it. So we want to make it available for every farmer to get the seedling and the fertilizer and apply. So if it is 200 Ghana, maybe Cocoa Board will pay, sometimes, some of them will pay like about even...
80% of it.
Yes. And the farmer has to pay 20% and then buy. And you know something? If you take money, I was watching this social media, this funny post, and there is this picture of a lady who bought soup, fufu and soup, and after taking it, she took the bowl and was drinking from it. And they said when a lady buys her own food, this is what happens, you know, because she used her money to buy. This is just a funny joke. That's somebody. When you take little money to buy something, you value it. You know, so if you give the fertilizer out for free without the farmer adding anything, some of them will even take it out. They don't need it. They will take it. They will take it out. Those are the borders. They will take it out and go and sell. But I don't think I will take my money to get my. Some of them even collect it and go and put it under their bed, and it expires. You know, so all these things are interventions that we are putting in place, and these interventions will result in increased productivity. Increased productivity correlates to increased production. So we are now gearing towards even producing about 1.5 million tons. If you produce 1.5 million tons... 90
million anymore.
No, I'm talking about the cocoa. The 90 million is for the seedlings. But the cocoa, the annual cocoa production, we want to go furthermore to 1.5.
So we are looking at the 2022 cocoa season?
No, not
yes,
in the near future.
Okay,
yes, in the near future. If you're able to get there, even 1 million, we still have a lot to consume. So if we want really to benefit economically, socially, and then health-wise from the cocoa business, then every Ghanaian must make it a point to begin to consume. If it is household food, like I don't think if I go to your house, I won't see rice there.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, there is rice. That's how it should be. So there's cocoa, and because you have
Cocoa
different
every day.
values for it, I don't think anybody will get used to taking cocoa every day. Will get fed up.
No.
You won't get fed up. Me, I don't get fed up. I said the bitter one, the natural one. I've been taking it for the past.
I can take chocolate every day.
Yeah, I can see.
Every day.
I can see you love chocolate.
Every day.
I can see. So the consumption bit, every Kenyan will have one benefit or the other from it.
So even if you don't have the cocoa powder at home to take as a beverage, you should have chocolate in your home every day.
Yes.
So you can have one
Or
of
the
the
other.
many
Yeah,
products,
yes.
or you can have the chocolate spread.
Yes.
Use it for your breakfast in the morning.
Yes.
So even if you're not taking the powder, you're taking some bit of chocolate.
Some bit of
So, Kaka, what's the difference? So, is there any similarities between the National Chocolate Day and then the National Chocolate Week?
Just as we keep saying,
It's the same thing.
it's the same thing.
Okay.
The only thing is that Cocoa Board and the Tourism Authority came together and we thought it wise that in order to prolong the extension of consumption for Ghanaians and beyond, we have to extend it to a week where we are able to put up the chocolate city with Cocoa Board. So you have the chocolate city where you have all the chocolataires, most of the chocolataires there. So they are able to display what they have. So you have Golden Tree there, you have CPC there, you have the other chocolataires also there. So it has rather come to help us to be able to boost the cocoa consumption and then cocoa based products. For example, when my dear brother was talking, he indicated that there is even some shortage on the market. Why would there be that shortage? It's because of the consumption pattern. For the past times that we moved it from a day to a week since last year. Since last year, we have realized that the consumption has been very enormous, very, very serious, because you realize that the production is going on and on and on almost all the time.
Is the Chocolate City going to close down after today?
Yes. Today is the climax.
Yeah, today is the climax.
You didn't come there.
So you are saying that from tomorrow?
If you come, there is nothing there. You're done. In fact, I'm sure before morning, they will collapse the whole place. Today is the climax. Yeah. At this time, in fact, I can't wait to close and drive straight to the place.
Absolutely.
Because the place is feeling.
In a
The place. I mean, it
Aren't
is
you
some.
tired?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not, because I consume cocoa every day.
Exactly. That's right.
I told you the cocoa
We consume more
reduces
cocoa.
stress. It gives energy and vitality. You know this Nigerian, the past president, Olusegun Obasanjo. He said this Kenyan product.
I guess I should come to your office and pick a box of it, so that my camera guys who wake up in the morning,
Please
and all
do.
that would have.
Please
I'll pass
do.
by.
I hope they don't
Because
have
of
they don't have the sweet but.
So
So that's the problem. That's the problem. But if you take continuously, you get used to it. Yes, if you take continuously. And
It looks like you're taking medicine for a very long time.
I have to encourage our guys and the youth to try and minimize the intake of sugar. And let me tell you a secret about
Me that I like chocolate. How can I minimize sugar?
you have to minimize it. I'm not saying you should stop, but minimize it, and then
Like I say, 1 bar a day, right? And it's fine.
yes, and try as much as possible to also add the natural one. Because you know one thing about the cocoa. When I was coming up, it was very difficult. I don't know whether because I grew up in a village and they were taking herbs and all that. It was very difficult for you to know when a woman was in her menses. But these days, in your office, the person is crying
everywhere.
and doing all
Say
kinds
that
of
we are
things.
say that we are everywhere.
It is so common.
Okay.
And that if the person becomes pregnant today, everybody will know. Because that month, oh yes, because every month everybody knows that when it's time for your menses, you cry, you don't even come to work.
So at the end of the month, if it's not coming,
yes,
then the whole world knows
people will be wondering that, hey, what's happening to this girl? If you begin to take cocoa, the natural powder,
Ben,
it will
serious?
stop.
That's
telling
right,
you the truth. You try it and see.
Yeah.
The natural powder. I have a friend there.
I'm not like that. So how do I get there?
The benefit.
benefit.
There are other things. I talk about the stress, the ability to reduce high blood pressure. You even mentioned it. I'm not the one.
Yeah.
You know, the skin. You're talking about cocoa butter.
Me, I want the cocoa butter.
It will make
Black is beautiful.
It will make your skin.
Have I
There are visions say,
yeah, I agree with you.
nomi, or how do you say it? It will make it so.
Yeah.
You know, the cocoa. Whilst using the cream, while using the cream, yes.
But when I get there, when I get to your office, sometime this week, I'm going to get the cocoa butter. I'm going to get the
no, with the butter, I cannot promise that.
Promise,
Yes,
okay.
I can promise the natural
And the
cocoa.
soap, I know you also.
That's for the cocoa research.
Yeah.
That's the cocoa research. So Cocoa Board as an organization doesn't produce anything.
Produce everything.
No, we don't produce. We only regulate those things. So because we regulate the cocoa industry, we have a relationship. And Cocoa Board also has a share in cocoa processing company.
Okay.
That is all. But aside from that, no Cocoa Board staff will give you a bar of chocolate that he got for free. He would buy it before. And all the gifts that we have taken out today are things we bought from the processors, from CPC, from Niche, and all those companies.
Are you saying Cocoa Board bought it from them?
Yes. We buy it and then give it.
But it is a way of advertising or pushing that brand or the market.
So that is why if the company will collapse because Cocoa Board is the regulator. When there is increased consumption, it will benefit Cocoa Board as well.
That's true.
When there's increased consumption, the prices, as I mentioned, will go up because we will not export a lot of the beans. And because value has been added, there is not only Cocoa Board that will benefit. If you process in Ghana, the tax and all those things that will come will go to government. And government will have a lot of money to do your road, that short road to your house that when you get there, your car begins to shake. All of them will be taken care of.
But there is one benefit of cocoa.
Okay.
You didn't mention.
The one for the gentleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
So my friends were waiting for me there. The gentleman, madam, I'm telling you that.
Tell me so that I'll tell them.
No, I'm telling they have to listen to me. So they are listening. Don't bother yourself that you are going to look for tramadol.
That's right.
Don't bother yourself that you are going to look for anything.
Aphrodisiacs.
Cocoa has serious aphrodisiac property.
Absolutely.
And without any side effect.
Yes.
Ooh.
This is a secret I've told them.
Yes.
This one is an open secret.
It works.
Honorable. So that's a secret for you.
So okay, this goes out to all the men.
Yes, all the married men. Those who are not married, they shouldn't go and try. You can take the cocoa for a different benefit. You can take the cocoa for all the other benefits.
If I know someone who actually gives birth in November, I know when, So this goes to all of us. Please, let's.
I'm sure you start monitoring their wives.
Let's get this done. Some men actually need children. So this is one of the best ways to boost.
Yes. Let me even add that it boosts fertility. Apart from the fact that it gives you stamina to perform, it also boosts fertility of both men and women. And because chocolate has some mood enhancement properties, it also makes ladies enjoy the thing. So if you keep saying,
you can mention it.
I'm shy. I'm a shy man.
Enjoy sex.
Yes, you said it. You are the one who said it. I'm not the one. It keeps you in the mood.
Yeah.
It keeps you in the mood. So the gentlemen, those wives of yours who keep saying, I'm not in the mood, get them a bar of chocolate.
And they'll be in the mood.
Get them a bar of chocolate. Today I've released a lot of secrets.
You released a lot of stress.
Yes, I've released a lot of secrets.
Interesting. Thank you so much. But we are not done, and I can't allow you to speak any further because this is where we draw the lines.
Okay.
But I have to have you again, Kakra.
Yeah,
you need to come back again.
Yes,
so this is how we wrap up. But I want you to wish your loved ones a happy Valentine's Day. Use this platform.
Right. So I have 3 handsome boys.
Okay.
Ephraim, Eldad, and Emmett.
Okay.
I love them. Almost. I don't know what to say.
Oh,
Happy
for bank account.
Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Chocolate Day to FM Eldat and Emmett and all my loved ones out there. All my loved ones
I
out
thought you
there.
were not going to say it.
Yes.
I would have said it for you.
All my loved ones out there. Happy Chocolate Day. And I'll be expecting my chocolate gifts.
But you know you're selling the chocolate. You're coming
No, I
for
don't
yours.
sell it. I also buy it.
Okay, all right.
That's right. let me wish the entire management, board of directors, management and staff of Tourism Authority the best, and then the Ministry of Tourism also. Then also to my family, my immediate family, and then the extended family. I wish everybody a happy chocolate day.
All right, to the entire team here at Adwa TV, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And today we've all had our chocolates, but tomorrow we'll still continue with the chocolates. Don't worry, when you come, just see me. You get a chocolate. Thank you so much to my producers. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much, Akra.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to you who watched at home. But we'll come your way same time next week, Monday, with another edition and another topic altogether. But we'll definitely have both of them again. I mean, the education was interesting, and so we'll have to have them again. Thank you so much, my producer. We'll see you same time next week, Monday. Before then, enjoy the rest of our programs and keep safe.